That's one guy I miss on TV, Johnny Garson.
Is it? Hello, YouTubers. Let's let everyone in and start getting people into the Zoom room. Lots to share tonight. Very exciting. So we'll give a few minutes for everyone to get in. And good evening to you all. I'm just going to pop that off there. Some exciting stuff for members only tonight. So if you are not a member and you're watching on YouTube, you can go to dfyurl.com/VIP, or you can click on any one of the classes in the classroom in school and sign up yearly. One or the other, it's up to you which way you want to do it. You can sign up either way and get access to everything. If you sign up through dfyurl.com/VIP and you don't have access to everything, ping me a message and I will get that sorted for you. Sometimes the automations don't set it all up. So super exciting tonight. We are going to start by talking about citations.
Well, I wanted to say happy Labor Day to everybody over here in the US. It is Labor Day weekend, so it's a big 3-day weekend for everyone. So thank you for attending, those that have come on the call. But we also know a lot of people are out there enjoying their 3-day weekend.
Yes,
Be safe
absolutely.
and be careful what doing what you're doing.
So I'm just going to set the share up when it comes up. Hopefully, I've done the right
What
bot.
are we going to talk about, Steve?
We're going to talk about citations, funny enough.
What the heck is a citation?
A citation you'll learn about as we go along. But
Oh,
what's the most important thing of a citation? Um, can you let me just admit Richard in. The most important thing of a citation is a nap. Are you tired? Anyone tired?
I could use a nap.
So basically, a citation is a link from another site to your site, which includes the name, address, and phone number, which is the NAP.
So what kind of links would you look for, Steve?
So the bottom line is, right, this is your website in the middle here. And the most important one that I recommend is a Google business profile. Now, some people go, "Oh, well, I can't get one because I don't have a real address." If you haven't got a real address, then you need to go for a virtual Google profile where it gives you the areas and it doesn't give you a physical location. But we're going to put GP for Google profile, and this here again, all of these match. So you need this to be correct all the way down. The moment you change any of these on a Google Business profile, it asks you to re-verify. So when you set these up, if you're doing a physical location, this is a little cheap for you. All right. Google will ask you to record a video. So if you've got someone with an address that you can use, right, and you can do a video of where you are, create yourself a sign. You can get them done quite cheaply online, pin it up on the property, video walking up to it, show the street address ideally if it's got that available. I did this a little while ago. I cheated a little bit and got away with it. I went to my local sorting office on a Sunday and stuck on the door my own little sign, and I put Unit 1 and then the sorting office address, and then I walked from the street address to the address of the place, and amazingly, I got a GMB out of it, which I was very surprised. So you can get away with it if you are careful. Of course, now the Royal Mail building's probably receiving spam posts for that address that doesn't exist. So, but you're far better having a virtual GMB, a service better known as a service area GMB, to because they still show up if you do the right links to them as well. So you've got your Google Business profile pointing to your website, and somewhere on your website, we want to point it back. So have a page, have a button somewhere that points it back. And this is going to give you good authority. Then there's going to be sites like Yale, once again, point both directions. Um, some of the sites do require you to have a name, address, and phone number, and they force you to have it. If you haven't got one, a physical one that you can use, then you have to avoid some of these sites, unfortunately. But there are services online where you can get an address in that location. Um, you can have another example, a WordPress site that you own, which could be a blog. Once again, the NAP would be on here, pointing there, and then you'd point it back in both ways. Other types of citations where you don't necessarily need an address, but it's good to have one on there, is things like Facebook, Twitter. I call it Twitter, even though it's called X now. We'll put an X for you. How about that? You've got Pinterest, etc. And these ones here, all you, where possible, like in the bio, anywhere you can put the name, address, and phone number, web address, and stuff like that. Once again, point them here, but then also point them back. As you build this up, I've ranked a website with only 5 citations. People think you need loads, right? The maximum number I go up to is 10. And the reason for it is because you're going to, as you create these, make a spreadsheet of where they are, make a spreadsheet of the logins so you know how to get back to them, add to the spreadsheet your recovery email address, things like that as you set it all up. It's really important to remember that you need to, if something goes wrong with one of the listings, you need to be able to access it. I set up on the website address an email address that forwards to one main email address of mine, so I get notifications and stuff like that. And so it really comes down to making that list. Now, something I'm going to show on here, and I've shown it before. If I just stop sharing for a moment, I'm going to load up a Google listing. So let's just get to Google and I'll share my screen again. Let's just get rid of that. Typically, it loads saying I didn't want it to load. There we go. Right. If I now come back to Zoom, reshare my screen. So let's say we're looking for we want to match a plumber in Bristol. It's already remembered. We'll go plumber in Bristol, and we can ignore these. These are sponsored. Once you get in the free pack, by the way, away from the sponsorship, and you're also getting listed up here, then it's worth paying for adverts and just do the minimum to get yourself up here as well. So you end up in all three. But this site, let's pick on this site again. I'm now going to take their URL and we're going to put it in quotes. So we can ignore anything that they're doing with their site currently. And let's carry on to the next page and let's see if they've got any other citations. Sometimes you have to remove the HTTPSs. So at the moment, I haven't found anything. So let's change this up. Let's try that first and see if we get anything come up. Not a lot. So it's not going to be, with the right content, I reckon it's not going to be that hard to outrank this site. Because so far, they aren't showing up. Oh, we got next door. So that would be next door would be a citation. Let's try Facebook. That's a citation. Let's have a look down and see if we've got any others that we can match. Whatever desk jock is. So you get the idea here that these are the sites I'm going to match, up to 10 sites. But what I also like to do is look at a competition. So I look at one other site, and then we pick these accordingly. So it's a very quick way of building up your citations. I know somebody who paid someone on Fiverr to give them 100 citations. Guess where their website is now? Not even on page 1 of Google. I've had to buy him a new domain name, revamp his site completely, put it on a new domain name, and start again because he screwed up royally. In the same way, his Facebook page, he bought likes on it. That's wrecked that. YouTube, he paid for views, and he's just trying to cheat the system, and it doesn't work. It really doesn't. If you want to grow a YouTube channel, content's king, by the way. Post one video once a week with a call to action back to whatever you want it to go to, and do it regularly. And you'll find that in the description, you can put the phone number, you can put the name address, you can put the web address, and pump it back. If we go to videos right now, let's have a look. So this company, which is probably the same one, has got a video up at the top on Reels. So that's on Facebook. Can you see where I'm going with this? That Facebook, YouTube. This guy here's got it right. Central Heating Services phone number, right? And in here, he's going to put in the description his data, all to do with his business. So it's just a case, and like this was posted in 2020. Think about this. If we created a video today and put it on Facebook Reels under a business page for a plumber, right? Who do you think would rank first in the end? We would. Because if you post one video a month about Bristol Plumbing Services and someone goes to videos, you're going to show up. Nowadays, in my opinion, back in the day, you used to get videos on the homepage, and it was well worth spending the time doing it. It's only okay if you know someone's going to click on the video tab. And that's the big question. So the way we can tell, if we come down to this video here, and let's have a look at the views. 77 views he's had on YouTube. So that's all right, 77 potential customers. But do you think those are people searching for their services? I don't know. But once again, it's a backlink. So that's the way I would look at it, is create a video, bung it up, and create yourself 12 videos and schedule them on YouTube for the year. And you can use something like Pabbly Connect, so when the new video goes live, it shares it onto the Facebook page. Create yourself a reel, bits like that. And that is sort of the direction you want to go in with doing citations. All the stuff we've ever talked about, and Robert will back me up on this, we repeat it again and again and again to drum it into people. It's all the same stuff. And I rank sites all the time doing just this with good content on a website. We proved with Robert's site with no citations that we've ranked it on page 1 of Google for his location. How hard was that? That's no citations. To think when I sit down in the next few weeks and I've got the time to start pumping up citations to his site, it's going to rank it even more. So that's how easy that is with this, and those are things which we can follow. 9:15, and I'm keen to share with everyone here some good news for those that are interested. We have somebody who is willing to pay £7 in UK pounds a lead across the UK for a certain niche, which I'm going to share once we're only on the Zoom call, by the way. If you're watching the replay and you are a member, please reach out to me on school, send me a direct message, and I'll tell you more about it. Members only are going to have access to this. So if you want to become a member and earn £7 a lead for putting a website up and generating leads, well, you need to go to dfyurl.com/VIP, dfyurl.com/VIP. You can sign up on our monthly plan, or inside of school itself, click on Classroom, select one of the classes and pay yearly. With the school version, you get instant access. With the other version, I've got to give you access to all the training and stuff. So if you sign up through the dfyurl.com/VIP link, message me if you haven't got access to something, because sometimes the system doesn't do it automatically. And so, because this is exciting news, and this is available to any of our members, I'm now going to say goodbye to YouTube, because we're nice like that, and talk only on the inner circle about what our plans are.
Before you switch over, Steve,
Yeah,
I just want to say one thing about citations.
Yeah,
You
go ahead,
mentioned
mate.
you mentioned it, but you didn't drill it in enough, I think. You have to make sure that your citations, your name, address, and phone number are identical. You can't have an abbreviation for court and then have it spelled out as court. You have to have it identical. So if you're going to have a citation with an address that says street, then it needs to be spelled out street or abbreviated STR or ST, but they have to be the same throughout all of your citations. When you make little deviations to it, for every one you get right, you get one wrong, it takes away the right. So you have to have the same information. And that being said, the citations are votes. They're votes that you are who you say you are. And when Google searches and they see all these votes that you are who you say you are, it helps you rank better. So that's how important citations are and how they're used, like Steve showed you, is in different places. It's not about creating thousands of them, but it's about creating good quality ones that are going to work for your favor of ranking your website in your social profiles. So that being said, what we do, we've been doing the same. What we've proved, we just proved it with AI. You still rank everything the same. You still do everything the same SEO wise, but you got to do what your competition is doing plus a little bit more, and you outrank them. So that being said, this is what we do. This is what we've been doing. Not that much has changed, so we are repeating ourselves, but we're coming back and reminding people the importance of the things that we do.
So, if you guys want to earn £7 a lead, then you need to become a member. Once again, it's dfyurl.com/VIP to pay monthly, or click on any of the classes in the school classroom, and you can then sign up yearly and get instant access by doing it that way. You can do either way. We've got some exciting stuff to share with people, and this will be for all our members. So I'm going to say hit the button where we're going to turn off YouTube and the feed to the school group, which some reason tonight failed, so I had to redo it. And but it is in the school group. So it's super exciting, everyone. And you say it's a holiday in the USA,
It's tomorrow, but it's a holiday weekend.
Labor Day.
Correct.
Means something else in the UK, I reckon. But there we go. I won't go there. Right. Thanks, YouTube. We'll see you soon.